这样子的啊，他玩每个干活，喜欢野的，喜欢刺激的。
他有安全感野的，他非常喜欢。如果没有安全感，他可怕。可是这个，等一下，你要走2个手。So it's about 7 p.m. on Saturday, the 28th of June still? June. And I am actually heading to Subway. I am going to go get on my e-bike, which is charging down the street, and get some Subway. I haven't had Subway in a long time. I love that stuff. I'm going to get 2 footlongs. I'm going to eat one tonight and one tomorrow, and probably that'll be it for most of my meals for the weekend. It'll be good. Kate's heading to Shenzhen tomorrow with some friends. She's meeting with a friend of hers named Wei Yin, aka Emma. And Emma's going to be here at our house about 9 a.m. tomorrow. And then Kate and she are going to drive to Shenzhen together and then meet with like 4 other friends. And they're going to have lunch and hang out together in the afternoon and come back in the evening, I think. And I am going to help with the kids and then go play pickleball. It'll be really fun. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I am going to get my e-bike. I think it's about 15 minutes on the e-bike to Subway. We'll see. I'm actually going to time it because I'm curious how fast I can get there. But not trying to speed, just get there safely. Maybe a little speeding. It's definitely faster on the e-bike this time of day on a Friday than it is on your car, in your car, for sure. Because a lot less roads to navigate. So anyway, see how it goes. And that's it. It's all my news.
妹妹，妹妹，给个手的，看看我玩。叔叔，哎，嘿嘿，可爱呀你啊！哎，来，到你了，叔叔表演一个。妹妹表演一个。哎呦呦呦呦呦呦，我可以，嘿，你看叔叔多乖。
Kennedy 今天来我们的房子是想帮我，好厉害耶！他想帮我放衣服，放好衣服，他帮我走，这个不干净，你慢慢回来没关系，我们都开心这里没问题的，对不对 ？Say hi, mom. Hi, yeah, good girl. Go. You gonna roll over again? You do it again? You do it again, huh? You getting tired, huh? You gonna roll over again, huh? Again. Yeah. Good girl. There she goes. Rolling. And now she's gotten to this position. She's always been able to do that for about the last week. But she's never been any further. Now you can see she's kicking this left leg up, getting the high centered and flipping over again. Here she goes. She's got to get herself set. She's working that left leg. Get that left leg up and her butt up a little and she can flip over again. Here she goes. She can roll over again. Awama, stop eating your hand, kiddo. There you go. Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it again? Can you roll over again? Oh, you taking a rest? Is it too hard? Come on. Can you do it again? Rolly. Can you roll again? Let's do it. You getting too tired? Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you roll again? Come on. You're almost there. Oh, time to have a rest. Should I take a little rest, huh? 打篮球，打篮球，打篮球，打篮球，啾。Bless you. Ooh, is that better? Is that better? Yeah. Not quite so silly now, huh? What do you think? Can you do it again? Oh, here she goes. Keep going. You remember. You just did it 3 times. Come on. You can do it. Roll over again. Yeah, get your butt up. There you go. If you'd stop eating your thumb, you'd have a better chance of doing this thing. You know that? There you go. Yeah, good girl. Here we go. No running of thumbs. No eating of thumbs. Just do the roll. It'll be more fun. Yeah. There you go. Wow, you rolled over. Good job. Just like that. And here she goes again. I'm by myself right now. The kids are out on a walk, and Kate went to the store to buy some stuff. I decided to go for Chinese food tonight, so I got this shredded cabbage that I love, this kung pao chicken, some ganbei city dough, this pork and bean dish, and then fried rice. All this was $8. They're not like super heavy, big dishes, but for $8, right? Like 62 RMB, pretty good. We came to this little Canadian school here to check out the possibilities for my nephew and niece. And this guy is selling his vegetables that he grows himself at home. He just sits out here at the metro station entrance. People are coming and going like mad here. There's a lot of people that come and go, but Kate wants to get herself some veggies for dinner. She's buying some leafy vegetables. I don't know, cabbage, celery, whatever you want to call it. It's interesting how they measure these things by the weight. He has that little old-time scale. Do you see that thing down there? There's a weight on it to show how many 500 gram increments it is.是大的不大的 See how this works. 你喜欢你可以买随便的你看它都是要公斤看看 Then huh? It's 5 RMB, so 80 cents for that. 你想吃你吃吧 好漂亮的没有蚊子 We parked our little electric scooter over here. And even this guy who just raises it from his farm, he just has this little tiny card here. A little card. My wife just pays with her WeChat. This is how you pay. She's gonna scan that thing. It's about $3. Kate rounded up. Wow, 好富你啊！为什么？没关系，我进那个色没关系。好。Kate found this lady selling out this cooler some like these little fried, I don't know what they are, pieces of bread with some stuff inside them. The pricing, it's basically 50 cents each for these. A little less than 50 cents. And they got stuff inside of them. One with veggies, one with maybe fish. And there's ones that are just plain dough.
没有肉的吗？没有做肉的。
No meat. Only with different types of veggies inside. So again, all she has to do.
红糖的没有了，红糖的今天送货送完了。这个吃不完的话，一定要放冰箱，因为它是没有防腐剂的。好。然后你明天早上吃的话，一定要用蒸锅来加热。好。
So she's going to just...
13、13再加3块5，16块5。
Yeah.
单独装的就是
Scans that with her phone. Scans with her phone, and then just enters her payment code. It's in the amount, and then she's going to enter her code.
好了，买单了。
Okay.
不要看我，不要
Okay,
看。
不用看. So it's about $2 for 5 of these.
对了，这样子
And
才
then
对
that's how
的。
you do it. And it just shows her
Okay.
thing. Okay, 好，谢谢。Very easy. Kennedy's just getting ready to go to sleep. She's going to bed. She's really sleepyhead. 晚安 Bye bye, Kennedy.
嗱，啲毛好多眼黐啦，往外出邊咧
Cleaning her eyes.
冇得。
And Kira over here is chilling like a villain. Yeah, she's spread out. Hello. Hello, Wamba. Come on, huh? So we came out to the fruit stand tonight. I just got a bunch of mangosteen. You can't really see them in there. And the lychee fruit are about $1 a pound. A little over $1.10 a pound. just really good. They're really good though. We're just buying. They're going really busy here. We don't have the typical fruits. They have these watermelons and these cantaloupes are going fast. I love cantaloupe. Cantaloupe, watermelon. They're just cutting them up as quick as they can. Pretty cool. Pretty good. Lots of people, and they're just all working. 可以啊，你拿吧，随便的都可以。It's interesting to me that everyone's like always really careful with how they pick them out. I don't know why they're being so picky. Let me take you around and show you some of the fruit they have here. We'll go around here. I don't know some of these fruits, but a lot of them I do. These are different types of peaches. And the price here, that's 5.8 per 500 grams, which is about a pound roughly. These are 12, they're a little more expensive. These are some different types of plums. There's the mangosteen, I love these things. And I don't even know what these are. Oh, is this passion fruit? I think those are passion fruit. Baishangua? Yeah. Baishangua. And some more plums, some grapes, dragon fruit, always popular bananas. Some more big, I guess these are grapes? I don't even know, I think they are. These are pears, apples, just a few apples here. And some more guava, and mango. I always think it's funny that they call tomatoes fruit. And there's cucumbers. And some green mango. Some more riper mango. And they've got the requisite durian. I like these holders they have them in, so you don't kill yourself picking them up. And these are cantaloupes. They're not the same shape. They're much bigger cantaloupes in America. They have these really small things with strawberries and lemons over there. You can see them cutting up the, let me go over here and show you the durian. Coconut or watermelon, they're cutting that up like mad. See this durian they're cutting up here. And some lemons. You gotta be careful cutting that stuff up, they're really spiny. And these are called, I forget what they're called. These are kind of good, they can be good, but they're usually not. I like the idea of them, but they're not really good. I've only found them good in Brazil. But they're going crazy over here with the watermelon. Just cutting up the watermelon, look at that. Slice, 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 good go. So Kate's picking out some mango over there. And I have some lychee and mangosteen, and I got a cantaloupe, sliced up quarter cantaloupe. It's really good. Kate's got the mango. Check out. 没关系， Kate， 你拿你的瓶，那个小孩，我等一下我拿那个衣服，怎么办？哦，什么意思？哇，哦哟，不可以，哦哟，好重啊！我拿它，拿走吧。哦哟 ，OK， 走吧，拜拜。
拜拜，爸爸，拜拜。
这么厉害，小心他的头，好重，会不会拿？
会拿。太
重了。怕他麻烦，你的瓶好麻烦。哦哟，这么厉害！拜拜。So today is July 6th, 2025. We are here in my office, and I am packing up my office and my clothes in the back in this little area back here. I'm going to pack everything up because we are moving out. Heading back to, on July 10th, we're heading to Hong Kong for 2 days, and then we're heading on the 12th back to the US with the girls. Luckily, Kate has a friend who got her visa to the US, so she's coming with us to tour around the US and ostensibly help us out a bit. I'm not sure if ostensibly makes any sense in that context, but either way I said the words, that's cool. Anyway, yeah, it's the less glamorous part of being international travelers, packing up all of our stuff and moving it out. We've got another apartment in Foshan that we rented that's like 3-bedroom, 2-bath. That's like, man, 15% of the price of this place. So it's like, I want to say $800 a month or something. No, $200 a month, less than two. Yeah, around $200 a month. Anyway, it's like a storage unit, basically. We're gonna put all of our stuff in there. And we'll pay somebody about $200 to pack all of our stuff up and take it, or at least take all the boxes there. We're packing up ourselves, and then we're gonna have someone take this stuff to over by Kate's sister's house. So that'll be good. But I'm just gonna be packing up, the less glamorous part of life. Okay, so today is July 7th, 2025. 4th of July was a bit of a bust. It wasn't bad. I'm not complaining at all. Well, I am a little complaining, but I shouldn't be. It was what I chose to do, right? I went to Sam's Club, got myself a little bit of food, Had a hot dog and a hamburger for $5. It's pretty good. And we are heading to the US. We're going back home and getting our flights, booking that, organizing that. We're also packing up our house, moving all of our stuff to a smaller place that we're just renting for freaking $200 a month, a little less. Just a storage unit. And then booking our stuff. The tickets were interesting because the tickets from Guangzhou to Salt Lake City through LA, or it's mostly LA, or through Seoul even. But anyway, they're about $1,500, and you can get a flight through Hong Kong to LA. Well, let's see, it was Hong Kong to somewhere. It was LA. Anyway, it was like $500 worth of points. It's way cheaper, so we're gonna go do that route. But it was, I'll tell you about it in a minute. I'm at a hospital here. Kate's going to get her little stomach checked out. She says she's feeling kind of sick to her stomach. Anyway, the same hospital that Kate gave birth to the twins at. So we're back here. Brings back old memories. And so she's gonna have her stomach looked at. She says she's got some intestinal issues or something. She's had it certain for a couple of days. Nothing super hard, but enough she wants to get it checked out before she leaves back to the US. So I'm just looking for her, see if I see her on the escalators. I don't see her anywhere. Probably have to check and see what floor she's on. This place is huge. There's no way I'm gonna just track her down randomly. I dropped her off at the front door and went and parked, so I'm tracking her down. Anyway, I'll find out where she's at and I will be back. So we're at the waiting room here at the hospital. Kate's actually in the bathroom. I've got her number here. Just waiting for her to really call. But experiencing some discomfort in the bathroom, so I'm gonna wait. If they call her number, I'll quit this video. It should probably be quick if I'm on here. Otherwise, it'll probably be half an hour. So anyway, the tickets. So out of Hong Kong, the tickets were like a third the price. So Hong Kong is a different place than Guangzhou, China. It's about an hour high-speed train ride to get to Hong Kong. So I was looking at tickets. I found the first cheapest ones I could go. I found them on United for 55,000 points, plus like $50 a person or something like that. And so I booked those. And the way it works is Kate has a friend named Emma Huiyin, and she is coming with us as well. Oh, that's our number. I'll talk to you about it later. Okay, never a dull moment. So they called my wife's number. She's in the bathroom, so I went and asked the doctor, and he's like, hey, just, I'll take the next customer. When she gets here, just come back to me, and I'll take her next. No hurry. And so I told my wife. So anyway, she's in the bathroom. Anyway, back to the story time. So Emma is coming back with us, which is awesome, because she's coming back, and she's going to be helping us with the kids, and also touring some of Utah, and going around, and visiting, and hopefully coming to Gen Con with us. We'll see. Super awesome lady. She's about my wife's age. She's never had kids. She's not 100% sold on helping with kids, but if it means she has a free place to stay and some people to hang on to in the U.S. while she gets acclimatized to it, that'll be great. So I think it'll be a win-win for all of us. Anyway, back to the flight. So the flight was going to be $550 worth of points, and then another $50 or so, and so it was about $600 a person, about $1,800 for everything. I count the value of United points as $1,000 is 100,000 points. So 55,000 points is $550. It's probably roughly that. That's just how I value it in my head to make the decision whether I'm paying cash or using points, because I have a bunch of merit rewards points transferred to United, and I think also Amex points also transferred to United. I'm not sure. Anyway, plenty of those. So we booked a flight. It was a really cheap flight points-wise, but it was going to be at 11 a.m., 11:15, and landing at like, I don't know, whatever time it lands in LA with a 5-hour layover. Oh, I think it was actually, it was SFO, not LA, SFO, San Francisco. 5-hour layover in San Francisco, so too much time there for our liking. And basically we're gonna land at SFO 13 hours later, so 11 a.m. to midnight China time. So it's the daytime. The kids would sleep a couple hours. Well, also, because it's kind of a late last minute booking, we were going to be in coach. They didn't have that many. Here, my wife's back. Okay, so we finished with my wife's appointment. She just saw the doctor for about 3 minutes, described her symptoms. He gave her some Western and Chinese medicine that's safe. He's gonna take it for, he said if you don't nurse for a couple days, it's the safest, but if you do, it's not the end of the world. And I don't know, she probably won't. He's like, don't eat hot food, spicy food or cold food. And by cold, it doesn't mean like cold temperature or non-spicy. there's a certain thing with hot and cold food in China. He's like, don't eat cold food. I know like seafood is considered cold. I don't remember all the other foods that are considered hot or cold and which ones they are. It does nothing to do with temperature or spice though. It's like some other Chinese thing. So anyway, she's getting her medicine now and we're gonna head home. But it was 190 RMB, so about a little less than 30 bucks, like 28 bucks to see the doctor and the medicine, and it was like a 20-minute process. So pretty painless here, so that's good. Yeah, she's getting her medicine and we'll be good to go. Okay, back to my story, which I'm not going to get. Oh, she's finished with her medicine. I'll finish my story later. Okay, we'll see how long the story lasts. She's getting her medicine. But anyway, so we have these tickets. It was going to be in the day, which is not ideal for the kids. They'd be getting back to the U.S., landing in Salt Lake at 5 p.m., which is like 3 a.m. Utah, China time. Which would have been bad. Oh, she's going to another. I think she has just her Eastern medicine. Now she's getting her Western or vice versa. I don't know. Anyway. So it was going to be a bad time anyway, but also they had to split us up because they only have in seats E and F on the bulkhead. Are the only places they have in coach, and the like Priority Select, Comfort Plus, whatever they call it. Do they have those seats with the bassinets in them, which we would get for our kids? The kids' tickets were only 45 bucks as lap riders, but we did request the bassinets, and they don't have seats available except. They had one seat in row 20 and one seat in row 36 with another seat next to it, which is open. So Kate and her friend were going to be booked in row 36. I was going to be in row 20 with one kid in the middle seat. That would have been fun. Anyway, we got thinking about it. I'm like, it was 600 bucks. For $2,500, we could get a first class seat. Would you like me put one of us up there in first class? You could lay down with the kid, blah, blah, blah. And it'd be 2,500 bucks. So it'd be another 2,000 or 1,900 bucks more to have a first class ticket. And we can maybe switch off. Maybe everybody gets 4 hours up there with one of the kids. I don't know. We'd figure something out. But then it got me down the rabbit hole of looking at first class tickets. And also, I didn't know that they had bassinets in first class now. So on the bulkheads on first class in United on rows 9 and rows 1 on some flights, they have bassinets built into the first class seats. Which is pretty cool. Anyway, I'll finish the story later because Kate is back. You get your medicine? Yeah, good. Okay, so we got out of the hospital, and there's a little bread store over here nearby that Kate really likes, and she's got a VIP card for there. I think she has some money on it, maybe. Anyway, she wants to stop here. So we're stopping here, but the parking is like $5 to go into the parking lot. It's not worth it. I'm just parked on the street here in a double park, not double park, but it's definitely not a legal parking spot. But I'm in the car, so if anyone yells at me, I can move off. Anyway, it's fine. So let me finish my story. Anyway, so we were on this flight. It was all good. We spent like $2,000 on it, and I'm asking Kate, hey, do you want to move one of us up? She's like, yeah, why don't you move up to first class? And then she's like, actually, why don't I move up to first class? I'm like, so you're going to sit in first class, and me and your good friend Hui Yin are going to sit in the back with the other baby for 13 hours on the flight, right? You think that's the right thing? I don't know. It seems a little weird. She's like, yeah, let's see. She's like, it's really too bad because that flight, 11 a.m., we're going to be up. The kids aren't even going to sleep on the plane, and it's going to just be a waste. Even the bassinets aren't going to be useful. They'll sleep a couple hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours in the middle of the flight, and then a couple hours at the end. And that would just be sad. That's a waste of good sleep time, and it makes the flight that much harder for everybody, including for the kids, right? So anyway, she's like, yeah, the real problem is that flight leaves at 11 a.m. She's like, what, isn't there a night flight? Excuse me. All the 3 a.m. feedings are catching up to me now. It's about almost 5, and it's I should have had a coffee or something today. I was really tired all day, and I'm still tired. It's bright out here. Oh, that's better. Anyway, so I started looking at other flights, and there's a website. This is not a promotion. I'm not doing some YouTube promotion junk. I personally like this website called Points.me. I get free access to it I think it's through the Chase card. I don't even know. Anyway, Points.me, you can go on there and you can search for flights from any two cities, from and to any two cities, and then it will tell you what airlines have available tickets and how much the points are through every airline partnership that they have on the database and what's available now to book, which is awesome. I used to spend hours doing that junk. It's so nice. Holy cow. Anyway, I get down there, I start looking. There's a few American Airlines flights. First class, 70,000 points, but I don't have American Airlines points. I don't have any way to get American Airlines points at this point. So they aren't compatible with Chase or Amex or the Delta cards. None of the cards I have, they do back convert from Marriott points, but it's a really bad value. Anyway, it's worse. It's 3 to 1 in reverse. So 70,000 points cost me 210,000 Marriott points, which I'm not willing to do. To me, that's still worth almost $2,000. So screw that. Anyway, So anyway, I'm looking, and I found on the points.me, I found a flight that is from Hong Kong to LA, and then LA to Salt Lake. Instead of leaving on the 12th of July at 11:15, it leaves at 9, no, is it 7? It's like 7:30 p.m., 7:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, 7:30 in the evening, right? So 6 hours later. But instead of a 5-hour layover in SFO, it has an hour and 15-minute layover in LAX, which is not very doable. But these flights from the east always arrive almost an hour early. I've gotten through LAX in like half an hour sometimes, but I think we actually have more like 2.5 hours, because the flights almost always land early. At least that's how I've experienced it. Anyway, who knows if this one will or not. It does say on the flight connection, it says risky connection, but hey. Anyway, but the point is, the points were 170,000 points instead of 55 for first class. Business class, I should say. It's the same. It's all first class in the front, right, of the plane, international. So it has the lay-down seats. It has bassinets built into it. But they don't have any of the bassinets built into the seats available. They said, we'll book you into first class, but you'll have to check at the gate, and they'll arrange it at the gate, so they'll kick people out of those seats if they can to give you room. Not a guarantee, but even if they don't, even if I'm just in lay-down seats with the kids for that long, still plenty of room in that first class seat for a kid. And I'm not huge, and Kate's definitely not huge, so we both have room. So what we're doing is we booked the two of us into first class and our friend into coach. So Kate and I are currently sitting on rows A and L of aisle like 12. We're trying to get into A and L of 9, and we're hoping some good-natured people that have a built-in bed in their seat will trade with us and be like, look, we have a baby. You don't. Let's go. So either rows 1 or 9 could trade for us to rows 12, and we get into the baby seats, which would be great. But even if we don't, it's still a good option. It's costing us the whole thing cost me an extra 266,000 points. Weigh-ins, Emma's points were also a little more. Instead of 50, it was 90. So she's paid $900 instead of $600 for her ticket, or almost $1,000, I guess. But the whole trip is going to be, instead of $1,800, it's going to be like another $2,500. So it's only like $4,000 instead of $1,800. So it's not cheap, but man, for 13 hours on that flight, and we'll be in first class on the flight from LA to Salt Lake. I don't care about that, but man, the retail price on these same tickets was $7,500 a person. So getting them for $2,500 in points, or $1,700 in points, is a good deal. We're pretty stoked about that. So yeah, there you go. We'll also get access to the club lounge. We're not going to hit that in LA. We aren't going to have time, but we could go early in Hong Kong. What we would probably do is either Kate or I would go in with Emma to the Priority Pass lounge in Hong Kong and get her in. And then as soon as we have her in, then we would leave and go to the United Club Lounge, which I'm sure will be actually pretty nice in Hong Kong. And then we could hit it in Salt Lake, but I don't care. I mean, it would be nice if we had a longer layover. I'd stop in LA. I'd shower in the connection. That would be really nice, but I'm not eating that. So maybe I'll talk a little bit more about my point stuff in the future. I am a huge fan of the points. I had before this trip, I had about 700,000 Chase points. I have about 250,000 Marriott points. I probably have 200,000 Amex points, and then I have probably 150,000 Delta. Those are kind of the main point buckets I put mine into, but the Chase points are my favorite because they're the most flexible. I can put those into Marriott, or, well, I guess I could put them mostly into Delta is where I like having them. So, but I am a Delta Diamond, so I try to fly Delta. Delta does have a flight that's from Hong Kong to Seoul to Salt Lake, so Seoul to Salt Lake nonstop, which is nice. So we just have a shorter flight to begin, and then the whole long flight is one flight, getting into Utah and going through customs in Utah, which would be awesome, but it was like $1,500 for that flight. So for $200 more, I can get into United first class. Screw that. Like, it's not worth that. It's way too expensive. The Delta flight is not worth that. There's way more points and expense. So sometimes I love Delta. Sometimes it's kind of a love-hate relationship, but yeah, that's what's going on. Anyway, I'm just here at the street corner in the van, ready to head home. As soon as Kate gets her bread, we will be out of here. It's the 7th, so tomorrow we're finishing packing. The 9th, they're going to move our stuff. We're going to hire some people to move our stuff from here where we are in Panyu into Foshan and just basically store our stuff. We don't have that much. It's a few boxes and a sofa or two. We don't have any beds or like dressers or a fridge, and none of that stuff. It's just like temporary stuff because we were only here. We didn't know how long we'd be here for how long. So we're excited to get back to the US, to the house we own, and spend some time there and just kind of play it by ear. If this works out with Emma and with some other help from family and friends while we're in Utah and it's more comfortable, we may end up staying. Who knows? We'll have to see. We're playing it by ear. But one thing's for sure, having help with the kids is the best thing we could have. It's so nice. So we'll talk more about that on upcoming videos. But for now, I'm going to get home, get finished packing. Maybe I'll show you guys some of that process. Not that there's much to it. It's packing up our stuff. I have one box for my whole office stuff and all my clothes. And then I think I have one other box of my food stuff, which is like my cans, my Lipton onion soup mix for making chips and dip, and for using it in my stew that I like to make. And then I have some tuna fish in cans, some pasta sauce, a few things like that. Nothing huge. I have quite a bit though. It's kind of added up. I keep buying stuff because I'm like, oh, I got some herbs. I got to get some ranch seasoning. I got to buy the taco seasoning. I got to buy chili powder. I mean, all the Western flavors I like to make food with, I buy. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. And yeah, sorry for this long update. And it's just me talking, but we have more of the kids coming up, I'm sure. Always have kids coming up. So yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in, and I will catch you later.